So I'm a big Star Wars guy, and as far as the big budget movies go, I mean, you're Aliens, right? This guy's all about Bad Boys. Bad Boys is his Star Wars.
Here's the thing.
I tell you what, Josh, I'm going to give you my greenlit Bad Boys script. I'll get credit on the screenplay.
It's amazing.
Sure.
But
it's
it's
amazing.
phenomenal.
It's
Okay,
phenomenal.
And it's no more. No, I'm kidding.
His palms are sweaty right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So my wife and I, my wife has, I said we ride together. My wife says we die together on our wedding rings.
Wow.
Right?
I'm telling you, it's like no joke.
Yeah, we love, and my brother and I, my brother's going through cancer right now. We talk about Bad Boys 2 all the time.
Right.
Like, you know, watch it together. It's my favorite franchise in the world. So
Oh
when
my
it said,
God.
when you stepped onto it,
Yeah.
I looked at him, I said, this is it.
He was
We're
so
finally getting
pumped.
Bad Boys
Yeah.
3.
Yeah,
We have a movie trivia thing here. It's called The Schmodown. It's amazing. And
Yeah.
anytime they ask a director of a movie, I don't know what I was like, Joe Carnahan. Like, I always just say your name, right? I love your movies, all that kind of stuff. When you sign on for Bad Boys 3, I call my brother. I'm like, it's the guy from The Gray. It's Joe Carnahan. He's like, yeah!
Oh, that's great, dude. That's great.
Yeah. So what?
And then when you stepped off, I like one of those Hulk moments, kicking the stone down the
Right.
sidewalk. Like,
Yeah, with the piano. With the sad piano.
You mentioned the movie star thing. Well, what went down with that whole thing as far as why?
I mean, listen, here's the thing. I love Will. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
It's just, you get to a point where, you know, I did it with, listen, I always say this. It's like Harrison Ford, Tom Cruise, Will Smith. You find me a motherfucker in the modern era that's walked away from movies with those guys
Right.
and is still working in some capacity. I just know myself, man. And I thought what we were doing at that point was the law of diminishing returns. I wasn't servicing the story that I was really excited about telling that the studio had greenlit.
Yeah.
And again, this isn't throw shade at Will. It's your face on the poster. It's your name on the poster. You need to do things the way you want them
You guys
done.
should just make up different
that
movies.
won't work for At some point, I was very interested. And I'm telling you, the end of my original Bad Boys script is one of the best endings I've ever written in any movie. Right? Now, because you know what it was? Because it was a tee up to here we go.
Right.
Like it's on.
Yeah.
And I tell you what I'll do, Josh. I'm going to share with you. I have because I think we budgeted
I
it was
promise
a
you right
$12
now,
million dollar. It was a $12 million action sequence, and I think they're doing a portion of it. But I have a sequence where they're on a gun bus, which is a German motorcycle.
Yeah.
They changed it now. It's like a sidecar. Not a good idea. Whatever.
now we'll be watching Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Like, what am I
But I'll send you the previs. It's one of the
Please.
greatest.
Oh,
it's one of the
this
greatest.
kid just made his kids
But I
laugh.
also had, this was in the day because they're spending all this money in the previs. So I said, hey, you know that they're on the freeway shooting each other. You know how they had those moving billboards, right?
Yeah.
I hated the Danish Girl, the movie, so much. I said, can you make a poster for the Danish Girl? And they blow it apart. And they go, yeah, we can do that. I'll show you.
Dude.
I'm telling you. No. I fucking hated that movie with the white hot heat of 1,000 suns.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
So good.
Nothing against. Listen, I think those guys were all really talented. I
You
just
still like
hated
the
that
movie.
movie.
Like, I mean, that happens.
Me
But
personally, I'm sure they hate my movies.
But
So
you were,
good, you know.
but you still got writing credit on the film though, yeah. Yeah. So, and then
No, listen, there's an ammo team that's kind of young,
Yeah.
the young go-getters, like the 21 Jump Street kids, and there's still the idea of, these guys being kind of, 50 and maybe over the hill, and now you got to develop a mid-range game like Jordan because you can't dunk
Right.
anymore, and you
Right.
can't take anybody off the dribble, and like that kind of stuff.
yeah.
So there's still
said.
all that. I just don't, pretend to kind of.
No, you'd rather
I'm not going
just-
to bitch about it. Listen, I bitched about Death Wish and then saw a residual check the other day. I said to myself, shut the fuck up.
right. Well,